Hey, in this video, we're going over the Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Stain Removal Detergent. See how well it fights against these somewhat common food stains that you may bump into in your everyday walks of life. Let's get into the video. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on 3 temperatures to wash the clothes in: cold, warm, and hot. So I already made 6 little coordinate squares to test out each of the stains. So the first one I'm doing here is actually hot sauce habanero. Next, I'm going to do some soy sauce and put them in each of the different squares. Now, what's a little bit something I'm going to do a little bit different in this video. I'm actually going to do a pre-treating of the stains as well by actually adding a small bit of detergent on each of the stain before it goes into the wash. So let's fast forward this video here. This was some video magic. Now, as we're going over each of these shirts by adding stains to them, I want to mention that each of these shirts are actually blended material type of fabrics, meaning they're mixed with cotton, spandex, and some polyester. Anytime there is a blended fabric blend, majority of the time, it should be always washed in cold. And this fabric here should be washed in cold to keep the best texture of the clothes. But for the purpose of this test, we're going to see how well it works in warm and hot as well. Alright, now that we finished adding the stains, let's pop these into the dryer. We're going to put these on low so the stains can set in for a bit. I'm not going to put them in the dryer for too long, 8 or 7 minutes, just so the stains can dry onto the shirts. Like in most bottles, it says cleans in cold water. I think majority of brands now all say it cleans in cold water so everyone can protect the fabric of their clothes. But again, as I mentioned before, majority of clothes are now mixed with blended material, cotton, spandex, polyester, or even nylon. So all those materials need to be cleaned in cold water. And the beautiful part here, the directions. You see it says pre-treat for best results. This is what I was mentioning in one of my other videos, that it's best to pre-treat any of the stains before washing. Now that the shirts are done drying, the stains should be set in, so we can move into the next process of pre-treating our cold, warm, and hot test fabrics. Now, what I forgot to do in this video was actually wet the stains before adding pre-treating. But for the performance of the video, we'll see how well it still works. Now, a good recommendation to do to avoid having to use your finger to rub, the detergent onto the stain, get yourself a spray bottle, add that detergent into the bottle, and use it in the same way you would do any other stain remover spray like Shout or OxiClean. Now let's toss in the hot fabrics into the wash machine. Now, most videos, people will just toss in one item to see how well the stain removes. Now, that's a waste of water. We're going to actually be adding multiple shirts into the wash in this test to see how well it still functions with other items that may not have so many stains on them. Now, for this video, we're going to be using up to the 1 line. Unfortunately, with this bottle, you can't see where the 1 line is. So I had to go and get another cap from a different detergent to see where the 1 line is at. So each of the cycles, we're actually using up to the 1 line for each of the washes to see how well it performs. Alright, now we're going to see how well the stains came out once the wash finished. As you can see on the left corner, the yellow honey mustard stain from the hot sauce did not come out. Typically, if the stain's still there, you're gonna want to wash it again. Now for the hot cycle, again, the honey mustard is still there. The soy sauce actually did come out from the looks of it. It didn't do too well with the ketchup because the stain was there. And with the mayonnaise, on both of these shirts, it looks like it came out, but in reality, the stain is still there. It's just very faded. Now with the cold cycle, as you can see, with pre-treating it, it did fade away most of the stains, not so much the honey mustard again or the ketchup, but we're going to actually dry all these fabrics just to get the final results with all the stains. All right, here are the final results with the warm cycle. As you can still see, the honey mustard, soy sauce, ketchup, mayonnaise, and the island dressing are still there. The yogurt, not so much. Now, with pre-treating it, you can see that a lot of these stains did come out a little bit. They're still there. With the cold, just did terrible, completely. All the stains are still there, even with the stain behind it, still there. Pre-treating did fairly well. Not the best, but now hot, still getting none of the stains out for the most part. They're still faded away. Mayonnaise, island dressing, ketchup, soy sauce, all still there. With pre-treating it, still did too well. It actually caused a permanent marker to actually bleed to the other part of the shirt. But overall, I would give this a 3.5 in this performance. It's definitely not going to one-shot any of the stains at all. But if you have any stains that we use today, I would suggest leaving the detergent onto the stain a lot longer than 10 minutes so it can actually penetrate into the stain. Will it get out anything like mustard? Absolutely not. But it did perform well in cold water when pre-treating it beforehand. So if you liked today's video, please like, share, comment. Again, please comment the most so I can get your feedback on this video. And again, thank you for watching Laundry Questions Answered. Have a great day.